I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. Today I am going to do a he and she reading. This reading is specially meant for couples. You may be a twin flame couple, or you may be a soulmate couple, or for any love relationship. I will use he and she for convenience sake, but not gender specific. This reading is gender fluid. It is about energies. So the masculine and feminine energies can be flexible, can be in both. You may be a woman having a masculine energy and vice versa. Or if you are in a same-sex relationship, you can apply it as per your situation. So take what resonates for you and apply it to your own situation. With Venus going retrograde, we all have been very challenged in our relationships. I have been receiving a lot of requests to do this relationship reading. So I've created my own spread for this. Venus retrograde is bringing up a lot of issues within the relationships which are challenging, bringing up old traumas and bringing up old hurts, pains, angers. But people relax, go through it, face it, acknowledge it, heal it and release it. That is what you're supposed to do. Don't play the blame game. Don't fall for competition. Don't get into conflicts and competition and fights. Be easy, take it easy, deep breathe, meditate, ground your energies, because emotions will run high and you will feel challenged. So I hope this reading helps you. I just received today my new Oracle deck. These cards which I will use today in my reading. I hope you like them. I would also like to tell my viewers that these decks may have some explicit sexual content. Please use your own discretion if you have kids around. Please. So let's get into this reading. So where do we begin? Let's start. These are the cards for the divine masculine or the masculine energy. These are cards for the feminine energy. And these are the cards for the union. We will start with the masculine energies. We'll see all the cards and then we will move to the feminine. And then finally we will look at the union. I will put timestamps. You can directly go to where you want to go. So let's begin with the reading. What is their current energy at the moment? So we have Pablo Picasso. These cards are about people. So all the cards will have some famous personality. So we have Pablo Picasso. It reads, make seduction the greatest work of art. Begin all affairs with good intentions. Remember, it's not age, it's experience. So this is especially for those relationships which are having an age difference and maybe age has come up as a challenge for you. So remember, it is okay if the other person is elder to you. You need to have experience. The second message I'm getting here is, don't let the challenges affect your relationship. Sometimes you have to seduce your female. So use that. It's a work of art. That's the beauty of love, seduction. So have good intentions and seduce your female. Somewhere I feel the masculines have not been giving the time and energy and attention to the feminines. So this is a good suggestion for that. The second card is, what is their current focus at the moment? We have the spiritual healer. You heal with your classes, sessions and seminars. So either they are becoming a spiritual teacher or they are going to a spiritual teacher and they are healing with the sessions and classes that they are attending and taking. So that's a good thing. It was high time. The feminine has already been on the spiritual journey for some time now, and it's high time the masculines got into and tapped into their spirituality. They have not yet recognized the potential that they have, and this is a good time to take that initiative. Once you understand yourself, only then can you understand another person. Once you learn about your own cycles, your own mistakes, how you are operating. Once you start understanding yourself, it becomes easier to understand another person. It Once you forgive yourself for your mistakes, it becomes easier to forgive others for their mistakes. So to grow and to build a good relationship, a fulfilling relationship, a satisfying relationship, it's very important to get in touch with your spiritual side, and the masculines are doing that. That's a good thing. What is happening in their life? Let us see what is happening currently in their life. Oh, we have the judgment card. So the judgment card tells me that they have reached the stage where they have to make a judgment call. They are waking up from their slumber. They have been sleeping for quite some time now, the unawakened masculines. They have been repeating cycles, being in the ego, being in the material 3D world, and they need to wake up and look at their spiritual self, realize that they are not just this body or the money or the job or the house or the cars, or they are beyond that, and that is what they need to look, and that is what they are looking at this time now. Wonderful. So what is happening in their mental space? We have the Hermit. So I feel somewhere they have withdrawn inside and they are trying to become more spiritual, meditating more, seeking answers within themselves, getting intuitive and trying to find healing within themselves. And if you see, there's a star here. Inside his light, if you see, there's a star, which is the star is the card of healing and hope and direction. So somewhere they are finding their hope, direction and healing within themselves. They are going within. What is happening in their heart space? The Magician. So in their heart space we have the Magician. So somewhere the heart is trying to connect, is already connected with infinity. They know they have all the tools necessary to make the changes in their life, to take the judgment call, to take the decisions in their life. They are just succumbing to their fears and repeating the old cycles. So they need to heal that, and they have the potential to create the new happy future. What do they want from the feminine at this time? What do they want from the feminine? We have the Page of Cups. So they want love from the feminine, they want forgiveness from the feminine, they want to give a love message, they want a love message from the feminine. They are missing her love, they are missing the attention, the admiration and the respect she used to give them earlier, which she has withdrawn now because of their behavior and their repeated cycles of ego and confrontation. So she has withdrawn, so they are seeking that love again from her. What are they ready to give her in return? Justice. So they are finally ready to balance the scales, to give with equal amount, to be fair to her, to give her what they have been withholding for so long. The knowledge, the truth, the love, the caring that they have not been giving her, they are now ready to give it to her. Wonderful news, feminines, isn't it? Wow. So what is the lesson that they are learning? What is the lesson that they are learning? We have Release, which is the Death card. So they are learning to release what is toxic in their life. They are learning to release what is wrong and not correct in their life. The toxic habits, the toxic cycles, the repetitive behaviors. They are also learning to let go of the toxic people in their life, maybe the exes or the karmics or other people around them that are influencing them in a negative way. They will let all that go. They are learning to release all that and come into their power, discover the light within, discover the wisdom within. So what is the action that they are ready to take in the next future, in the recent future? Simply love. This is the Six of Cups card. They are ready to be in their loving, innocent energy. They are ready to let go of all the ego battles and the ego restrictions and the fights and conflicts and confrontations that they were having for so long with the feminine. They're ready to let all that go and go back to the old love that they had, the innocent love that they shared, the bonding and the love, the innocent love and the childlike spontaneity that they shared with the divine feminine. They are ready to bring that back into the relationship. So let us see what is the guidance for the masculine, the guidance from the romance angels. We have passion. Always allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So they need to bring more passion, and we got the seduction here. So they need to bring more passion and into their heart and soul. And once they bring this spontaneity, this pure unconditional love into them, their heart and soul will automatically start singing. And when it will sing, it will release the passion they have for their feminine. She is their spiritual partner. She is the better half. She is the other half of their soul. They are connected and there's nowhere else he can go. So he needs to allow his heart and his soul to bring joy in his life and her life as well. What is the moonologic guidance from the universe? A personal issue reaches resolution. The full moon in Cancer. So this is like the reconciliation card, that once they come into their honesty and their spontaneity and their passion and be fair to her, their personal issues will reach resolutions and they will reconcile. Yay! So let's see what is the animal guidance here. We have the raven. It reads, I am tapped into the spiritual laws and apply them to my life. I relate easily to others and align with their vibration. Languages and accents are interesting to me. I learn from them. I hear and understand messages from spirit. Magic is at play. I create my reality. So wonderful. It is showing that it is matching this card, the spiritual teacher. So somewhere he is connecting to his the spiritual laws, he is connecting to his spirituality. He is also aligning. When you align with yourself, you align with other people around you, your soul tribe, and he's starting to see the messages around that the universe has been giving him, and his intuition has been showing him, and he's learning those messages, and he understands the synchronicities and the magic now, and he knows he has the power to create his own reality. Amazing. Divine masculine waking up finally. Thank God for that. Okay, so let's move to the divine feminine now. Oh my God, we have Serge Gainsbourg. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It reads, beauty is the promise of happiness and a guarantee of despair. When I leave you, you shall have no kisses left. To love, you must ignore the differences between pleasure and pain. Wow. So the feminine is promising happiness and a guarantee. Happiness as well as the guarantee of despair, because she knows she is a beautiful soul. She has loved him unconditionally. So if he doesn't value it, she's going to leave, and she will leave him in despair with no kisses from her. But if he learns his lessons and awakes and bees fair to her, he will get all the happiness in the world from her. And he will learn what is pleasure. So he has both the options with him. If he takes his steps towards her, he will learn what is happiness and pleasure. If he doesn't, he will learn what is happiness and despair. The choice is his. So let's see what is her current focus. Infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to the divine life purpose. So the divine feminine has already been on her divine purpose. She is on her soul path. She has awakened quite some time back. She has realized her truth. She knows herself. She understands that she has a bigger life purpose. She has been trying to convey to the masculine also that they have come here together to for a bigger life purpose, not just to be lovers, but there is a very big soul path in front of them that they need to fulfill. There is a spiritual duty that they have to perform. That is the reason for them coming together. It's not just for pleasure and pain. So she understands that, and she's already on a soul path. She's already creating infinite abundance for herself and the world around her. So let's see what is currently happening in her life. We have the Chariot. So she is successfully moving forward. She has tamed the two yin and yang energies in her life. She has also tamed the dark shadows of her life. She is on a victory mode. She has controlled her emotions. She has learned her lessons. She has healed her traumas and her pains and her hurts and her insecurities. She has resolved her issues of abandonment and rejection. Now she is in her power. She has learned how to be confident and in her power without the masculine. She knows that she can take on the world on her own. She doesn't need the masculine for it. She's quite capable and she's enough within herself. So she's on this victory spree. What is going on in her mental space? Ace of Swords. One more victory card. Wow. So she sure is on a victory spree. She sure is realized her truth. She knows what she is. Her mind is quite clear about her life purpose, her soul path, about the spirituality, about her purpose in life. She's very clear, and she's also clear about what the divine is going through, and she is holding space for him. She is doing the work while leaving him to learn his lessons and catch up with her. Amazing. What is going on in her heart space? See, the independent woman, the self-sufficient woman. The Nine of Pentacles. She is quite independent. She has tamed her bird. She has tamed her emotions. She is confident in herself. She is quite self-sufficient in herself. She is happy in her singleness and in her solidarity. She is concentrating on herself. She's taking care of herself. She's in self-love and self-confidence. She has made her mark on the world. She's collected her pentacles. She has abundance with her. So she's quite capable and quite taking care of herself. So what is it that she wants from the masculine? What is it that she wants from the masculine? Hierophant. She wants commitment. She wants marriage from the masculine. She wants him to learn the spiritual beliefs. She wants him to change his old outdated ideas, get out of the matrix, be on a spiritual path, discover himself, redefine himself, recreate himself. And when he has learned the truth of all the beliefs and the hollowness of his ego, and let all it go and come in his original truth, then she wants commitment with him. She wants marriage from him. What action is she ready to take? We have the Two of Pentacles. So she is ready to balance things with him. She is ready to juggle with him. And she's ready to travel for him. She's ready to connect spiritually and infinitely with him. She's ready to bring balance into her and his life and come to a middle space. She's open to reconciliation. Okay, so let's see what is the lesson. What is the lesson that she has learned here? She is learning solar plexus chakra. So she is learning to be, solar plexus is the Manipur chakra, the third chakra, which is in the navel chakra, which is the chakra of being self-confident, of being in self-love, of being connected to your own self, to knowing your truth. And isn't this so beautifully depicted here? So she has learned this lesson. She has learned that she needs to be self-confident in herself. She can create her own reality and she has to be in her own power. She doesn't have to dance on the tunes of the masculine. She doesn't have to take his atrocities or his insults or his ignorance or his misbehavior. She is drawing her boundaries with him. She is telling him she will not accept less than what she is giving. She is holding back and she is in her power. She knows that drawing boundaries is healthy. You cannot let anyone take advantage of you, even if it's your divine masculine, however much you love them. You can't let them be abusive of you. So she is in her power. She has understood her truth. She has understood her. She is in her self-love and self-confidence, and she's in her power. Wow, amazing. So what is the action she is ready to take? We have heal. This is the star card, which is a major card. She got both the major cards. Wow. She is ready to break all the bonds. She is ready to heal the relationship. She is ready to bring in again hope and aspiration into the relationship. She is ready to let go of the past, all the traumas and all the hurts and negativity that had happened between them, the fights, the confrontations, the conflicts that happened between them. She's ready to let go of all that and free herself from that. She's ready to let her heart shine. So she's ready to bring in the light in their relationship. She's ready to heal the relationship and to heal. She's open to healing herself and the relationship. So what is the guidance for the divine feminine? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So yes, she has definitely had a lot of problem with expectations with the divine masculine. He has not lived up to her expectations. He has not been what she expected him to be and do. So she needs to keep an open mind and allow him to be what he is. He's learning. Maybe she wants him to wake up faster, but he has his own time and pace, and she has to give him that space and that time and the lessons he has to learn. He has to go through his own soul path. He has to go through his own karmic lessons. So, and he has to learn to release his own karma and heal himself. So she has to keep an open mind and allow him to be what he wants to be and how he wants to be and when he wants to be and when he wants to contact her or not contact her. So she's learning that, but she has to keep an open mind and accept him as he is. You are very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. So the universe is telling her she is very close to achieving her goal towards union with the divine masculine. She needs to just have patience, be in her self-power, stop being very pushy or trying to control anything, stop trying to make the masculine be or do what she wants, let him be and just be patient, sit in her power, and she's very close to achieving what she needs to achieve. The crow, the spirit animal, wow, both of the same family, the raven and the crow, both have the same. It reads, messages come to me in many ways. I am an objective observer. I am mindful. My intuition is getting stronger and more comfortable. I pay attention to guidance from the divine. I am a magnet for all of the good things in life. I align with my spiritual strength. So she has to be just an objective observer rather than judging the masculine. Just be an observer and let him move on his path, how he wants to move. She needs to be mindful of what she says to him. Sometimes she is very hurtful and very unthoughtful in her when she is angry and aggressive. So she has to be more mindful of what she's speaking and how she's behaving with him. Keep an open mind. Pay attention to the guidance that is coming to her. Believe in her intuition. Be comfortable and know that she will always attract good in her life. And be positive and just be in her spiritual strength and know that everything will align in divine order at divine timing. So let us see what is the energy of the union at the moment. What is the energy of the justice? Wow. So justice is being played out with Saturn. Of course we can expect justice. Saturn retrograde brings a lot of karmas up. So both are facing their karmas. They need to bring a balance. They need to bring justice. It can also be legalities. So if the divine masculine or the divine feminine are in third party situations, they may be going through the legal divorce proceedings to release their ex. It could also mean that. It could also mean bringing balance between both of them, speaking their truth, behaving in a more balanced way, bringing fairness into the relationship. What is the focus of the union at the moment? Children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching and healing children. So somewhere they need to know that they are supposed to connect with children, or with their, it could also mean your own inner child. They are doing inner child healing, traumas and patterns that were picked up in childhood. The hurts and pains that were picked up in childhood are being healed and released at the moment, and they are healing their inner child. And it could also mean that they will connect with children now, and when they come together they will be able to help more children and be good parents to children. Let's see what is the guidance for the union. We have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, finally. So, people, don't fret. Even if you are in separation at the moment, remember there is reconciliation happening. Once things get settled, the divine masculine will make his move towards the divine feminine. She just needs to wait, have patience. She's very close to achieving her goals. The divine masculine is coming for a reconciliation, is in the cards for them. So what is the guidance? We have the lovers. Wow. So they need to be in their love energy. They need to know that they are divine spiritual lovers. Nothing can separate them. At the end of the day, they are meant to be together. It is just divine timing that is working in place. They need to release their karmas. They need to release their past patterns and traumas, so that when they come together, it is a beautiful union. It is a healed union. It is a spiritual union. And they will be able to help each other and the world if they come together in deep unconditional love. So they are moving towards that unconditional love and that lover's energy. Wow. What is the final guidance for them? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. We just finished the Taurus season. Taurus is the sign of or the house of wealth and prosperity and money and luxuries. So remember that all that is there in your favor. Don't worry, the universe is taking care of you. I feel there is a lot of anxiety over how we will manage when we come together. If one of you is going through a divorce or has to go through a divorce, and then how will the money work out? If you have to give away some of your wealth, and how will you divide, and how will you take care of the feminine, and you want to do the best the feminine wants to do for the masculine. So somewhere there is anxiety regarding your money, your property, your job or any other material requirements of yours. If you are worried about it, don't be. This card says prosperity lies ahead. Once you two come together, the universe will support you. Prosperity will be there for you. You don't have to worry about your future. You will be taken care of. Just concentrate on healing yourself at the moment. Just concentrate on becoming unconditionally loving at the moment. That is the big lesson that the twin flames and soulmates need to learn. Being in unconditional love, not in the mind energy, not in the ego energy, but in the heart and soul energy of unconditional love. Wow, what a wonderful reading we have, just what we needed in this time. So great times ahead. We just need to be patient and wait for divine timing. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, do like, share and subscribe. I would love to hear your comments if it resonated. Thank you so much, and all the best to all of you for your union. Take care. Bye.